Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and in today's video we're going to be talking about wheelies. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing on this lovely Saturday afternoon? The weather is lovely, the rain has stayed away, not a cloud in the sky, and I intend to make the most of it. So the purpose of this video, in a nutshell, wheelies. Are they a good idea? Are they a bad idea? Should I learn to do them? And if I should decide to learn how to do wheelies, should I do it on this, or should I get myself a cheap shitty bike to do it on? So I suppose the real question is, are wheelies worth doing? Yes, they look cool. Yes, they do give you some sort of street cred, shall we say. So, you know, are they worth doing? Are they worth learning how to do? I used to be able to do wheelies pretty well many years ago. Back when I had my old Ducati 748. It was the first bike I'd ever learned how to do a wheelie on. It was the first bike I ever learned how to do a burnout on. It was the first bike that I learned how to do a stoppie on as well, surprisingly. But is it worth me learning how to do wheelies on this, my trusty old 1098? A lot of people are probably going to say no, because I'm going to ruin the bike if I crash it, blah 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 blah, and I hope that isn't going to happen at any point anytime soon. I don't particularly want to crash the bike, not if I can help it, which is why the idea of buying a cheap hack around, like a, I don't know, a CBF 600, or even a like an old Bandit or a Phaser or something like that to learn on. I don't know whether that's something that I'm going to do, because in the grand scheme of things, there's no point in me learning how to do wheelies on a bike with a wet clutch, or with nowhere near the same amount of power as what this has, because then obviously the techniques will be different. I have been toying with the idea as well of doing a going to a wheelie school. One of the guys that I follow on YouTube, a guy called Teapot1, he's recently posted a video of going to a wheelie school, which is something that I definitely would be interested in, because let's face it, trying to learn how to pull wheelies on the streets is not clever, it's not safe. You might get a few kudos points, but is it really worth the hassle of either getting arrested or whatever? I mean, I've been pretty lucky when it comes to the police of late. I've only been stopped once in the last year or so, and literally just been given a telling off, because apparently, I completely forgot this, but you see these zigzag lines? Apparently you can't pass them while you're waiting at traffic lights, because apparently you can't overtake, you can't obviously park on them, and so on. This is one of the minor things that I'd forgotten over my 17 years worth of riding, so my bad as far as that's concerned. You know, shit happens. But anyway, I digress. Back to the topic at hand, which is wheelies. I'd love to be able to say that yes, I can do wheelies, but unfortunately right now I cannot. By all accounts as well, with the videos that I've seen online and what people have told me throughout the years and so on and so forth, trying to pull a wheelie on a 1100cc twin is not the easiest thing in the world. And also the fact that people have also said that I should try doing the wheelie in second, not in first, because apparently the power delivery is a lot smoother and a lot easier to maintain. How true that is, I don't actually know. But all this and more, I'm hoping to find out fairly soon, because like I've already said, I'd love to be able to do wheelies. Maybe not straight away, but maybe over the course of a couple of months worth of practice. I'd like to be able to do it on camera so you guys can see what it looks like, because I don't want to basically fuck it up and end up hurting myself or destroying the bike. That's the one thing I don't want to do. To which case it brings me on to my next point. If I was to learn to do wheelies and I was able to do them properly and safely, would you guys want to see it? Would you like to see me go through the process of learning how to wheelie, getting the technique down, and being like all the other established riders that I've been riding with and that I've seen on YouTube and so on that can indeed pull wheelies on their bikes. I mean, I know, granted, the likes of Chase on Two Wheels, Motonosity, Do It Dan and so on, technically they don't actually do wheelies on their bikes, and they've obviously got over 1 million subscribers and so on. I'm aiming for that sort of YouTube fame, shall we say. Whether I'll get there or not is a completely different matter. I'm hoping I do, and with your guys' help I will. To which this brings me on to my next point, the phrase being YouTube famous. Now, believe it or not, I know people say that they want to become YouTube famous for one reason or another. I'd like to become YouTube famous for the right reasons. I'm not doing it for the money, I'm not doing it for the sponsorship, and I'm not doing it for the free stuff. I mean, granted, the sponsorship and the free stuff is cool and all that, but it's not the be all and end all. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if I get a few free things here and there, then fine, great, you know, I'll quite happily accept them. But I'm not doing it, well, I'm not looking to do it for the money. I know that's going to sound like I'm being really bullshitty, but I'm not. I'm looking to do what I do because, one, I love motorcycles, two, I love making videos, and three, I just love generally acting the fool. I mean, okay, in some of the videos that you've seen, I do talk a lot of old shit, and obviously there has been some videos in the past where I've not exactly been in the best of moods, and I may have said and acted in certain ways which were not really befitting of a YouTuber, or a motovlogger in this case. But I still think that I'm at a point where I can offer decent quality content. I've got decent stuff to say, and I dare say, what is this woman doing? She's decided to go backwards instead of forwards. Well done, love. I'd like to think that what I do now is a lot better than what I did, say, a year ago. I mean, I do let the content speak for itself. So you guys tell me, do you think I'm better now than what I was, say, 6 months ago? Better, worse, or still the same? I'm hoping it's got marginally better over the years. But like I said, YouTube fame, for me, in my honest opinion, becoming YouTube famous doesn't mean getting hundreds of thousands of pounds or dollars or whatever the currency happens to be. It's about being able to offer a service and being able to offer people the information and the video quality that they deserve, and being able to actually have content of substance. Do you know what I mean? I want nothing more than my videos to have some sort of substance. I mean, okay, like I've already said, some of my videos may be a bit comical, sometimes they may be a bit, you know, shitty, but I'd like to think generally on the whole my videos do offer some kind of value. Admittedly, of late there's been a lot of sort of review style videos that I've done, like during lockdown and so on. Some have got really good reviews, some have got really bad reviews, or bad views, sorry, should I say. But like I keep telling myself, and like I keep telling all the future YouTubers and so on, if you don't put in the graft, you will never reap the benefits. And I'd like to think that I'm hoping, should I say, that fairly soon my hard work will start to pay off. And someone at my work actually said to me, why don't I try getting some sort of sponsorship deal, or some sort of test ride schedule going on. As much as I'd love to do that, you know, my work schedule doesn't exactly allow me to do that. And what I mean by that is, right now the way things are at my work, I'm working 5 days a week, but every weekend I have to work. So Saturday and Sundays, you know, I'm kind of stuck with being at work. As much as I'd rather not be at work, that's where I am. I don't want to be at work on the weekend, because obviously with weather like today, considering how fucking lovely it is, I'd rather be out on my bike, or I'd rather be out testing a bike, or I would be rather out testing out a product, or going to a wheelie school, or doing a track day, or doing something to be able to give you guys some content. That's kind of like where I'm at. But you know, it's all in good time. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. So back to the whole wheelie idea. I mean, believe it or not, there are one or two wheelie schools that I've come across online and so on that generally do second gear clutch ups and stuff like that, and that's kind of where I'm at. I do think that doing second gear clutch ups would be safer for me, especially considering the bike has, you know what I'm saying, 160 bhp, and let's just say just recently, since having all the work done by Bike Nuts, she has become exceptionally angry, which in all fairness I like my bike being angry, because it shows that she's got some poke behind her. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. I want to see my channel start progressing. I want to see it start doing different things. I want to see it start taking me to different places, test riding different bikes, and, you know, just generally having a fucking good time. You do see some of these YouTube channels where they don't really get very far, and, you know, they're full of enthusiasm and whatever else and full of ideas, and then it just fizzles out. That's not me. I've got ideas and I've got plans for the channel, and obviously if I tell you what they are now, then they're not going to be a surprise when it happens. But all you guys need to know is that this channel is going to be around for a long time to come. It's going to be putting out content on a weekly basis for as long as I possibly can, and hopefully by the end of this year we should have hit 10,000 subscribers. I know, admittedly, that does seem like a bit of a lofty goal, considering we're currently sitting at 6,700, I think it is. So, I mean, from the last time that I checked, I have lost some subscribers, but that's probably down to the fact that, you know, YouTube likes purging people's channels of subscribers that aren't active on the platform. So they've been purged and removed. So that kind of upset me a little bit, because the channel, you know, lost like 1,000 subscribers in the space of a month or two. But it is what it is. It's YouTube's algorithm. It's the way it does things, and shit like that you just can't help. You know, you just got to either grin and bear it or do something about it, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. And like I always say, ladies and gents, you know, I do appreciate all the love and support that I get from you guys, the comments, the likes, the thumbs ups and all the rest of it, and all that sort of stuff. It really does buoy me on to keep doing what I'm doing. Like I said, slow progress, baby steps, but we'll get there. It's all about consistency, and it's all about putting the effort in, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to do now. I am trying to put the effort in as much as I can, trying to produce decent content as often as I can, because let's face it, no one wants to see the same stuff over and over and over again, which again is something that I don't really want to do. Which is why this year, you know, now that everything's slowly opening up again, the product review is going to start coming thick and fast. You know, hopefully a track day or two will start happening, and if I can get to do a wheelie school day, then naturally I will. It's just the timing. Timing is everything. So with any luck, if I get my timing right, hopefully this year I'll try and get in at least maybe another 2 bike reviews with any luck, maybe 3 depending on how things go. If you remember the video I did, well, quite a while ago, down at P&H in Crawley, I'm going to see if I can get in with those guys again and see if they can arrange a couple of test rides for me and see how we get on. If you guys remember, they were the lovely people who let me have a go on their 2020 Panigale V2, and it would be nice to be able to get a go on their V4 as well. Whether that happens or not is another matter. I'm hoping I can get a go on something in the litre category, whether it be a Panigale, an R1, a CBR 1000, ZX10, whatever. Hopefully I'll be able to get a test ride on some of those new generation litre bikes, or even the new 600s. I don't even mind having a go on. Do you know what I mean? I'm open to anything. And as ridiculous as it sounds, I really hate the idea of doing test rides on mopeds. Oh, in Multistrada, bought from Metropolis. Christ almighty, it's been a few years since Metropolis closed. Oh, Ferrari. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's been my little rant on track days. Sorry, not track days, going to a wheelie school, whether it's worth doing wheelies, whether you'd like to see them or not. Make sure to write down in the comments section below whether you'd like to see me wheelie this bike, or at least attempt to. And as always, guys and girls, thank you for all the support. Thank you for the likes, the comments and the subscribes. It means a lot. It keeps giving me the motivation to keep doing what I'm doing, as you guys already know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you got something out of it, great. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. So for now, this is me, Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, saying look after yourselves, look after each other, stay safe on the road, and as always, adios.